sacred space for shadow love. This is invitation for you to ask a free psychic question. I pick at least one question live. I'm willing to answer. You can see a little bit my space. This tripod is a little bit not best, but there is some elements. The last part of the snake here and the coming fire horse here, there are all these kind of elements. But as well on my desk, there are these kind of love-related decks that if you want to have some Valentine reading, I'm willing to give it to you. In this week's Pick-a-Pile reading, I did Twin Flame reading. So that's also possible. There is written secret on the table because this is the name of the episode of 6th episode of this book that I'm reading on my Pick-a-Pile. On some days, the newest Pick-a-Pile comes out now 7 o'clock after this live. And this is your chance to ask a free question. In the past, I've done this Pick-a-Pile so that part of the Pick-a-Pile was the live, like I did those Pick-a-Piles live. And then part of the reading, people could ask questions. And it was nice because people could also go great while I was doing the reading. But I noticed sometimes it started to happen that the live cut in the middle and I lost part of the readings. And it was then a sign for me, like those kind of readings are such a big effort that if I lose my Pick-a-Pile readings, I cannot remake them. So it's better I record them offline and then I do separately this. There is Ethereal. Hey, said hi. How are you? Yes, I'm fine. How is your February going? There is this eclipse season. It's supposed to be a little bit hard energies. So how are you feeling? I'm prepared to answer here. It's good that you are here because maybe you do have a question. Not good. We broke up. Okay, so this was very fast-lived relationship. It started like hot and heavy, a little bit love bombing style, and then it went. Sadly to hear it. But it's almost St. Valentine, so maybe there is something that is aligned for you. Etra said, turns out Alessandro didn't have feelings for me at all. Okay, so he was like a faking. He was like grandiose, making this kind of scene of love, but it was just acting. Can happen. This is what I have always in my lesson in the chakra healing. If you get the heart chakra, there is that negative aspect that somebody can be acting and faking. And the goal is that truly when you love, it's like the heart is the emperor of the body. So the body is completely tuned in and activated by that person. So it's like you cannot lie about those kind of feelings when the heart is involved. But if it's not, yes, it's kind of possible. People do want to just play role games. Ethereal said he straight up admitted that he found my past trauma funny and lied about everything. As of now, I have stopped dreaming of any new potential romantic partner. It is almost like in the tarot cards, you know, there are those cards like a 5 of Pentacle. And that card wisdom, even the couple is in the snow and is suffering, the wisdom is that you should not focus on your weaknesses, you should focus on your strengths. And it's like it's sad if person early on in the relationship it's not focusing on the strengths. It's just like seeing your weaknesses as something to exploit. So you should find a safe person, safe masculine that is able to hold the space for that part of you. Ethereal say I got exams coming up, so I just want to know what's in the cards for me in terms of exam. Okay, I got now really a love theme here, but maybe I can take some advice card from other. I didn't pile now the wild cards. I just put very love related. I'm gonna pick you a crystal that shows a little bit your energy. So Ethereal, it's crown chakra. Okay, you are in the high king and queen energy, guru energy, which is very positive because it means that you have a lot of capacity. Even this heartbreak happened. Your energy is high according to this crystal. only you shouldn't be like egotist, that you should like be like a willingly sharing what you got with the others. Maybe in the studies you can help somebody who is not understanding some material. But anyway, let's see. What's in card for me in terms of exam? You want to specify this, or I just take, you will get, of course, this very high vibe deck. You can get all kind of stories here. Maybe we take freely cards. What is now Spirit can show you in terms of exams, what you should like be aware. This one, let's have 3. No spread, this is just freely. Usually with this one, let me see what I give advice card. It has to be high energy. So yes, it's this kind of Egyptian deck. Maybe it can be Anubis Oracle, maybe it can be something wise. This one. Okay, let's see. Ah, wow. This is full moon card. This is mystery, but it's very strong. 18. I don't know which day you have these exams, but anyway, this is of course Samhain. Very dark powers here. Crown of Air, so King of Sword, and the Path. Can't you see how nighttime energy is all here? Of course, it's a Hermit card, and Hermit card is always telling like you being alone, like you are now, Hermit energy. You are alone. It's usually good because you are going into this kind of inside wisdom. But this is the wise king. This is the King of Swords, so it's also the king has a big wisdom, and it's always changing the mind based on the newest information. So it's wanting to know the newest information. I think these are very good. Only thing is like maybe this moon card here in the beginning says that you are a little bit like unaware of how this exam go, and this kind of like feeling of like a not being sure how it goes. But eventually next cards is King of Sword and Hermit. It's talking about like you do have this wise part in you. Of course I can read the stories, maybe they give something. This could be even a teacher vicar, this one in the middle, even though here is like a grandma style. And let me see, the advice card is Tree of Life, past Anubis and Osiris. Interesting, there is also 3 characters, like here is also 3 characters. This is usually, yeah, these are like, these are not, some of the cards are connected to the major arcana cards, but this is like advanced. But still, this character here is almost like a hangman, and hangman is also like needing to see from the different perspective stuff. So maybe just seeing this upside down Anubis hanging here in the Tree of Life is like you should allow yourself to look your study subject from the different perspective, to see all the perspectives. Then it's beautiful, this bust, the Catwoman energy here too. So powerful. Let me see what kind of things I would read for you. These lives are interesting for me because I don't know what the question will be, but these are very high energy. Even this crystal is high, and it's really the same color all the time, this purple. I think you have to start to see yourself as somebody who is wise. Sometimes we play ourselves small. We don't see ourselves like we are capable of and like knowing things. These cards talk about deep wisdom. So this is for you. So I'm gonna read this little text here. This is a little bit witchy deck, but this is now moon card. I wonder, because you are Scorpio, when is your birthday? Because this is October 31st, is of course this kind of holiday time, but it's really like a Scorpio season. So I would see out of all this card, the moon card is like your card in showing like yourself here now in this reading. So let me see. This card shows which honoring the spirits of Samhain and seeking guidance from the ancestors. She accepts the darkness without fear but with respect, knowing that she is strengthening her connection with the divine. So I think you have to, like, in this reading, I'm often indeed calling even the past past ancestors or dead people in part of reading. It's almost like you do have some kind of spirit crew around you. This talks about like these kind of mysterious energies are there for you. So seeing them as a helping guidance, and sometimes there is this saying like a rejection is called protection. So even that you don't have not this relationship, you should kind of like be happy about this, that this was not meant for you, and now you can focus in your studies indeed. But this is emotional, of course, moon card. So I guess that's this emotional season in your life is kind of also that you had this love relationship budding up and then nothing. Okay, so this we're coming about the exam period, very dark card, but King of Swords is the next one. Vice King. So you should have like a trust in your capacities. When I see this card, it's really like a Wise King, or this is your teacher. There is really information available here, the right information. The Crown of Air closes the book. There are some things that you are not meant to know at this time. For now, let it go. Interesting, because Moon card is also like there is a mystery thing in the void and in the darkness that sometimes we don't supposed to know. Even in the reading, when this comes, it's almost like I should not see certain things because they're supposed to happen in their own time. Here, the text is like she closes the book. So I think you have studied, and it's kind of enough. And then we have the Path card here of the Hermit, and this very wise teacher card too. Like it is talking like you have certain kind of wisdom. You should trust yourself, or that you are on the right path because this path is here. I don't remember what exactly you were studying, so I cannot relate that immediately. But these are both major arcana cards, like 18 and 9. Cards. Of course, this 9 is tomorrow. When do you have this exam? This number 9 is, of course, a date. Could be tomorrow. How do I find this card? Sometimes they are not in order, this major arcana cards here. Here. Let me read this part. Maybe there is something for you. Every witch, every pagan, every person for that matter lives their own life and walks their own path. While there are moments and beliefs that we can share, times when we can help and support each other, when it comes right down to it, our journey is our own. We decide what to do, what to think, what to feel, and what to believe. We determine our values and set our priorities. No matter how entwined our lives are with others, at the day, alone in the woods, we take our own journey, we walk our own path. Fortunately, when we are alone, focus on our own hearts and our own connection with the divine, that is when we can best hear the divine's voice and see its guidance. Our path becomes visible and wisdom becomes our companion. And this was also King of Sword is completely like you are having wisdom in your life. Related to studies, you are definitely learning something that Spirit sees is valuable. Okay, let me give you this advice card of Tree of Life. I think you feel confident because this is really the highest energy, very spiritual as well. So this is for ethereal. bust, the cat, awakens Anubis' holy longing with fruits from the sacred tree of life. Anubis hangs in anticipation, preparing to meet his father in the depths of waters of the dreaming world. Osiris awaits Anubis' surrender into his watery embrace so that renewal and rebirth can result. What are you dying to discover or renew? When you pull this card, it's time to stop and consider the concept of surrender. Through your ability to find stillness and in a meditative state, you will be able to recognize how in your everyday journey you are engaged in this shamanic rite of passage or surrender, death, renewal, and regeneration. Look for the beauty that is inevitable, is the inevitable result. What I see here is almost like you should close the book, have like some intuitive walk, really honor this kind of sacred in your life, and just kind of trust God that this exam or whatever is going well. Because this looks really like you should kind of surrender to understand that you are having a lot. Yeah, I cannot give you a little more fun. This was such a serious cards here. Let me give one more what you could be prepared for this exam. Fun card. The Empress. Okay, it's also chill. It's looking a little bit like a mad, but Empress is beautiful, creative, nurturing energy, very powerful, divine feminine. Well, this moon card is also divine feminine, kind of laying there. So I think the spirit wanna really say chill. You are divine feminine. You got a lot to offer. So it's almost talking about you're the perfect bride for somebody. So there's this kind of Venus times with the Valentine. But maybe you do have to focus on the study. Let me see one more. Show me a little bit more. What Sheena Ethereal needs to know for the study, really. What is the key thing? Okay, 5 of Cups. I have no idea what you study, but there is this some kind of like sadness and loss here, but it's still in the celebrative spirit. Like accepting maybe this kind of sacred space again, where you can feel everything. This is 5 of Cups, of course, pain and loss. So maybe there is this painful feelings that colorate your life. But I think this is also a bit like you should focus again on your strengths, and all the things are good, like what you enjoy in life. Like, do you enjoy good coffee, cake? What is it like make you happy? That can help you with your studies to be also present, that when you are like noticing the little things that bring you joy, that you have not lost everything. Anyway, this kind of coffee party. So this was for Ethereal. I don't know if this helped. November 7, she said that you are born, yes. But I see this is kind of indicator for yourself. And while this came to verify this thing, I think that there is really this, how much we can excel in exams more when we are relaxed, when we go there. I think this cards looks a bit like this kind of, don't worry too much, relax more. Even this Empress looks really like don't piss me off. Let me in peace. But sometimes maybe you have to express even like, let me just chill. Okay, Teresa, thank you for reading. Yes, I hope this helps. Sometimes I don't know, but what I see, these are very, very powerful parts. So I think you know your subject, because the book should be closed according to this text. Okay. Maybe you can have one free day on Sunday to chill, have a little party. So is there anybody else wanting to ask? You can ask anything. Of course, if somebody's thinking what is this secret here, it's related to this book that I'm reading in my pick pile that comes now always 7 o'clock. It follows, there is 12 episodes I'm going to make. The last episode of this book will come 22nd of March. So we are in the halfway now. Yes, I have also my coffee here. So anybody else? Oh yeah, there was somebody saying, Andrea, 54 Hector. Yes, I know you. Hello, my beautiful spiritual sister and family. Sending positive. Oi. Did I press something bad here? What is this? Sending positive vibes and positive energy to my beautiful spiritual sister and family. And message from Carlos, the Leo, about Valentine's Day. I'm an Aries adult. What was happening there actually? Are you now having a relationship with this Carlos Leo? Tell me, is it going well? It was looking really beautiful, that reading where I end up singing like Don't Cry For Me, Argentine. I still remember like that song came. But it's like, you want to have that message from Carlos de Leo. Yes. So you wanna know, you wanna know about, you have not now. That Carlos is not next to you. That's what you're saying. You want the message from the Carlos about Valentine's Day. Is it true? Is it right? Am I right? Yes. Okay. Let's have immediately this. I have here a beautiful, like this kind of new little woman bell. I can start this love reading. Let's give this nice little bell to it. And let's see the crystal.